Robert is listening to the Randy Rhoads Show on the Internet from Buffalo, New York. He's got a question for Phil. What's up, Robert?
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Phil, why do you think the United States didn't toss him in '04? It was
why do I think the United States what?
Didn't toss Bush. It was stolen from Gore, granted, in 2000, but they had the opportunity in '04 to finally toss him, and they blew it. They missed it. They could have ended this thing 4 years ago.
Yeah, the first time was a mistake, or could be passed off as a mistake, Phil. 2000 or a ripoff, depending upon your perspective. But
right.
what explains 2004?
You know, the money spent by the right-wing drum machine and the voice, the chorus of voices on Fox and most of the shout shows, were this campaign to marginalize any non-Bush idea was so successful that they made the nation believe that Bush in Vietnam, Bush was the war hero and Kerry was the wimp. Imagine they were able to do that. It's if you've got the whole media establishment on your side, you can do anything. You've got everybody cheerleading for you, Fox and everybody else. Our film features Robert Byrd quoting, all you have to do to get the people to come to the bidding of the leaders is scare the people, tell them they're being attacked, and criticize the protesters for being unpatriotic. That advice came from Hermann Goering in 1934 when he was vice chancellor of the Third Reich, or whatever he was at that time. You know, this president called the Iraq War resolution, which took place in October 2002, was purposely scheduled 3 weeks before an election. Imagine standing up and saying no. In that environment, less than a year after the towers, everybody was dark and angry and, so enraged we couldn't spit. And here comes the president saying, Saddam has this, he's got that, he's coming, he's going to get you, the longer we wait, the more dangerous he becomes. You hear John McCain say that on the floor of the Senate. A smoking gun will become a mushroom cloud. These were written by the White House Iraq Group. They were written. They took these grown people in Congress, took these White House talking points, and read them verbatim. A shallow, superficial, bumper sticker debate.
Well, and it's also important at this point to point out, thank you, Robert, for the call, that at least 140 members of Congress, the Senate and the House of Representatives combined, obviously saw through that ruse and voted not to give Bush the power to go in there.
That is true. 23 members of the Senate, no, only 23, and 133 members of the House. But that means it passed handily. It took a lot of courage to vote no in October 2002. What do you want to do, sing Kumbaya? These people were just pilloried at home by their hometown newspapers. They were criticized. They didn't understand it. They were wimpy. They didn't support the troop. On and on it went.
Well, look what they did to Scott Ritter. This is a former Marine veteran and a member of the UN Weapons Inspection Force who basically was going on radio talk shows and television talk shows, anybody who would listen, and saying, look, I frankly don't know, but there is no evidence whatsoever extant that shows that Saddam Hussein has any weapons of mass destruction. And before it was all over with, this dude was a traitor to his country and a child molester to boot.
Yeah. He took a lot of hits.
Oh, man. Jeff in Orange County, California, listening to KTLK out of Los Angeles, is on the Randy Rhoads Show. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Stacy. I am just 2 days in a row I've talked to you, and I've got you, Randy, and Phil back on the media. I am in heaven here. I want to know how Nova M can get you on nationally, not as a substitute, daily. You, Mike Malloy, and Randy Rhoads would inform the nation, and now I hear Phil is back out bringing media to the people. My question for Phil in 1 second is regarding the maybe potential resistance he may be experiencing trying to even do a small media tour here. But actually, I'd like to just bring to attention that the people that you were talking about a few moments ago, Congress, the Senate and such, and the new members of such were also the people that were outraged over Walter Reed, and everybody was going to do something. And nothing happened, as we see in home footage from a father in North Carolina this morning. I'd like a couple of comments on that, and then, Phil, I actually wanted to just know, are you receiving any resistance as you try and speak a little bit of truth to power that, we obviously saw what happened last time?
Yeah.
Thanks very much. I'm just ecstatic to hear the both of you. Nova M, get Stacy on daily, nationally.
Jeff, you're a beautiful man. I appreciate the call.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Resistance. No, you know what? I had somebody call and said, why don't I go to Cuba? There's always going to be that person. This is not television. This is the movie game. And the movies are different. Movies survive. Movies rise or fall solely on the basis of ticket sales. If you sell popcorn, your movie stays up there on the marquee. No theater owner, a theater owner has to be understood for not wanting to put a picture on that plays to empty seats. And the Iraq docs have had it tough. So this has not been a picnic. For the same reason that being against the war on television in 2002 was not good for business, it has to be said, Iraq docs today are not good for the theatrical business. Apparently we just don't want to see this. It's not, and it's true. This is, as I think I've said, this is not a take your girl to the movie. But we think we're different. We think we have a movie here that will sell popcorn. We think, our movie will make you cry. There's no doubt, but it'll make you laugh, and it'll also inspire you. And you will see just one. What you see in this film is taking place in thousands of homes in this country. See the sacrifice these people are making. See the real patriotic Americans who've sacrificed for this war. See these people that are unseen, whose challenges and sacrifices are so huge and so unseen by the American people. I think this is terrible.
Phil, thank you so much for coming on the show again. I appreciate it very much.
Well, I thank you, Stacy. By the way, we open this Friday in Philadelphia. We're at the Ritz at the Bourse, and I'm going to be there answering questions after the 7:30 showing. So thanks for letting me pop off about that, Stacy. I appreciate your helping me promote the movie.
You're great, Phil. Phil Donohue, thank you so much. Good interview.
Thank you very much.